Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are talking about effective communication skills irrespective of the language. But before I start, let me give you a disclaimer. I'm not talking about English. This video is certainly not about English grammar. Now, why am I saying this? Simply because as per my observations, for many of us, the one who speaks good English is considered as an excellent communicator too. But that's a myth. So let's be very clear about it. English is a language, and language is a medium of communication. Yes, the fact is that in today's world of globalization, English as a language has become an integral part of our lives. But that certainly is not a mandatory requirement for being an effective communicator. So let's not mix these two things. Language skills and communication skills are two different things. We need to ensure we communicate effectively in whichever language we choose to communicate. And that's exactly what we are going to explore in this video. How to make our communication more effective irrespective of the language we choose. Hi, my name is Rajiv Ranjan. I'm a seasoned HR leader with more than 2 decades of work experience, a business consultant, a certified trainer and coach, and a public speaker. Similar to my previous videos, whether you are a student, a working professional, a business leader, self-employed, or politician or an artist, whichever field or background you are from, you will find some value for you in this video. So let's get started. First of all, please understand that communication is all about connecting with people. And if you're not doing that, then there is no point. Remember that old Nokia ad with the punchline being connecting people? One of the most successful ads of that time. Nokia was a cellular device company. In other words, we can say a communication device company. And that ad depicted the purpose of communication so well. Now you know the language, but you don't know how to communicate. Then you fail to connect. Remember, speaking and communicating are two different things. Everyone in the world speaks one or other language, but only a few have the potential to influence the rest. Why? Because they are great communicators. They convey their message in a way that resonates with their audience. Now that brings me to point number 2. Just knowing the language is not sufficient. I mean, you could be speaking fluently, whichever language you speak. But if your tone is as dry as Sahara Desert, no one is going to want to listen to you. Similarly, if you're using big words just to sound smart, well, good luck with that. I mean, when you are talking to someone, your objective must not be to prove how great you are with your language skills, but rather how effectively can you convey your message. This means that are you able to convey your message with ease, and that are others able to understand your message in the same context without the need to decode it. Remember, effective communication is all about being clear and concise. Don't beat around the bush. Get straight to the point and make sure your message is easily understood. So here are the 3 recommendations I will give you. Choose words that are easy to understand. Number 2, make small sentences. Number 3, mix them with your emotions. Now the question is, are these 3 ingredients sufficient for communicating effectively, or there is something more to it? And the answer is yes, there is more to it. That brings me to point number 3. Don't forget about non-verbal communication. They can speak volume. Yes, that means your facial expression and your body language. Don't sound flat. That's exactly what movie actors do. Imagine them delivering their dialogues without any emotions, or in a flat tone, no expressions. Will you enjoy them on the screen? Will you go to watch their movies again? I guess not. The crux is that you don't only need to speak clearly, but sound pleasant too. This means that besides being concise and clear, you also need to use the right tone and intonation to make your communication more effective. Now let's talk about point number 4. Let us understand that communication is a two-way street. You can't just talk to people and expect them to understand. You must listen to them as well. And I mean really listen. Not just nodding your head while thinking about what you're going to have for lunch. Active listening allows you to understand others' perspectives, enabling you to respond well, resulting in a productive conversation. Now, one common mistake we all make in our conversation is responding too early, which means we start responding even before the other person completes his or her statement. Please understand that an early response is a spoiler. So wait and allow the other person to complete it before you respond. Now let's talk about point number 6. Highly important but most ignored. Let us not forget about the cultural differences during communications. Just because something is acceptable in our culture does not mean it is acceptable in someone else's culture too. I'll give you a very basic example. Some of the slang that people will easily ignore in cities like Delhi or Mumbai will create a big fight in eastern and northern parts of the country if used there. Now don't expect me to say them in the video. You're smart enough to understand which slang I'm talking about. So before you start cracking jokes or using slangs, make sure you know your audience and just be mindful of the culture of the person you are communicating with. Now let me give you one more tip. If you want to be a master communicator, then you need to be adaptable. You need to be able to switch up your communication style depending on who you are talking to. So here is the sum up. Effective communication in the modern world is about connecting with your audience, understanding their needs, and using the right language and tone to convey your message. So go ahead and communicate like a master communicator. Thanks for watching, and if you found any value in this video, then please share it with others and do like and subscribe to the channel for more informative and interesting content. Every subscription and like is a great motivation for us. I'll see you around with another value-add topic shortly. One more thing, before we wind up, please understand that effective communication is a vast topic and a much needed skill. But in this video, due to time limitation, I've tried giving you only a gist of it. However, if you want detailed version, then I can make a comprehensive video which may be around 2 to 3 hours long, but will cover all aspects of effective communication skills. So please do mention in the comment section if you would want a detailed version of it, but with a promise that you will watch the full video without skipping it to get the maximum benefit. Now it's time to acknowledge one of our subscribers, Ms. Shwetali Thube, who recommended this topic. Thanks Shwetali for sharing your input, and we hope we have done justice to your expectation. If you also have any specific topic in mind, then please mention in the comment section and we will take that on. See you guys in the next video. Till then, have a great life ahead and communicate like a boss.